Yo, what's going on, guys? Texas here. Welcome back to another Brawl Stars video. We got Brawl Stars Season 11 balance change videos. Just got done recording Season 33 balance change videos for Clash Royale, and that was actually pretty cool. I did it with Nova, and unfortunately I'm doing Brawl Stars solo, because, you know, Nova's not that great of a Brawl Stars player yet, but he's getting there. He's going to get there. He's at 2,200 trophies right now. Anyways, we're going to do, I don't know how many. I'm just going to go as through. There's going to be, I think there's going to be a little more nerfs than buffs, but there's obviously some brawlers that definitely need some nerfs. We're going to be doing these on solo showdown maps. Why not? And yeah, this video won't take too long. There's not too many, but there's definitely some big ones. I'm going to take care of the key big ones. You guys let me know in the comments down below other ones I missed. There's definitely some I'm going to miss because I'm not going to waste my time and record an extremely long 25-minute video of Brawl Stars. This will only probably 10-15 minutes at the max. But anyways, let's get started. Alright, we're going to hop into the first nerf, and I'm going to probably be looking down a lot. And obviously, these are going to be going by quick. First nerf is Grom. I mean, it's not even clear. Grom is absolutely broken. It's not even... Oh, no. It's not even fair to play against him. I'm just going to try and hide. You're going to see my phone in the camera. Sorry about that. I'm going to get distracted. But Grom... everything about Grom is broken. To nerf him is... I think one of two things need to happen. One, he either needs to get like a projectile speed nerf. Or two, his attack needs to be similar to Sprout and Tick, where it like goes straight, where it goes like straight up into the air originally before it lands. I'm gonna die here, but yeah, Grom is just so broken. His shots are so hard to predict, and the thing that's also annoying about him is you can just auto aim his attacks when you're right on top of brawlers. So I think you have to nerf his make it so that his attacks will go up and then back down without just going straight down, kind of similar to Sprout and Tick, like I said. Even though it really doesn't make sense in a brawler like Grom, because, you know, you could just drop him right on the ground, I just think this is a good nerf for him because he's absolutely broken. Yeah, we're going to move on to the next brawler now. Okay, the next brawler that needs a nerf, and it's going to be Daryl. Daryl right now, with that change of steel hoops, is just absolutely ridiculous. You can play him in basically any game mode, and you're going to thrive with him almost all the time. Even in Bounty, where usually longer range brawlers dominate, but Daryl is just ridiculous. Like... I have a couple problems with Daryl. I think he needs at least one of these three nerfs. One, nerf his health back down to like 7,000, maybe even less. Two, nerf his steel hoops, because I feel like a 20% shield is just ridiculous. And three, nerf his supercharge rate, because he cycles his super so ridiculously quickly. Like literally, I literally just killed that BB with the super. I mean, I think the super modifier might be on, but yeah, I deleted that Leon as well. Like, Daryl is just crazy. I mean, it's so not fun to play against him because he can just absolutely destroy a lobby. We're going to go for this Mortis right now, and fortunately we could not kill him, and this Edgar is really powerful, so I'm going to just roll up. I literally hit super. I don't know why it didn't work right there. Anyways, yeah, that's it for Daryl. We'll move on to the next brawler. Alright, we got in this matchmaking really quickly, but the next brawler I believe needs a nerf is Spike. So Spike has been like a top 5 brawler ever since his life gadget came out, and that's why that's what I think needs a nerf. This is definitely Among Us, by the way. That definitely needs a nerf. That or his damage, because he does a lot of damage, and his life gadget is just overpowered because it can counter single shot brawlers, Stu, Surge, you name it. Like, it's gonna literally delete them. Oh no. It's just not fair. I feel like the gadget should be nerfed to 2,500 health, or maybe even less, but it definitely needs a health nerf, or just remove the heal that it gives. I still don't even think that'll be enough, because it's mainly used for tanking shots, because, you know, Spike's a squishy brawler, so I definitely think that this lifeline gadget needs a nerf, and if they don't want to nerf that, it'd have to be his damage, because he deals a lot of damage. Like, not the Shelly, like, it's clearly putting it through the damn cactus, but, it's okay, because, you know, it's my shield. It's my human. This Primo's gotta be teaming with the Shelly. I'm gonna die here, looks like. I might kill that Shelly. I did. I did kill the Shelly. That's all I wanted, was the Shelly to die. But, yeah, that's Spike. We'll move on to the next brawler. Alright, luckily for us, matchmaking's been going really quickly, but the next brawler is Byron. Oh, no. Byron has a couple of problems. One, I think his reload speed is ridiculous. I mean, he's a very long-range brawler, has the longest range, tied for the longest range of the game, and his reload speed is so quick, and then his supercharge rate also is ridiculous. It takes him 3 shots, well, technically 9 hits, but that's only 3 ammo, to get it is that literally just hit you through the wall, I feel like. But yeah, Byron, either nerf his super charge rate or his reload speed. I honestly prefer both because Byron's like a top 5 brawler for sure. Just not fair to play against. That's Byron. We'll hop into the next brawler. Alright, wow, another 10 out of 10 game. This is ridiculous. But anyway, next brawler is Leon. Leon has a couple of flaws, or a couple of issues, not flaws. But the first one is I feel like he charges his super and cycles it too quick. Takes him 8 hits to get it, if you're at close range, of course. And that's just kind of overpowered. Like, I don't think it's really fair. And he can also cycle with the Invisi-Heal Star power, which I think also might need a nerf, or needs a nerf instead of that. Maybe 500 healing a second instead of 1,000, because 1,000's a lot, and his super lasts for 6 seconds. And obviously, at instant deployment, you'll get that healing as well. So, Leon, nerf that. Or his third nerf is going to be his damage. I think he just gets way too much damage, because if he goes invisible, as soon as he comes up to you, you're basically screwed. You won't even have, unless you're a tank, or have a getaway like gadget or super, there's just no way you're gonna live. It's just not fair. That's my, oh my god, I hate Dynamite. I literally ran into that shot. That's my mistake. But anyways, that's gonna be Leon, and we'll hop into the next brawler. This might be the last brawler too, but it might not be. All right, we'll have one more brawler after this brawler, and the brawler we're gonna talk about now is Belle. Belle has been like top 10 ever since her release, and they really still just don't know how to nerf her properly. I'm gonna die here, aren't I? Yeah. I'm just gonna talk while this game goes on because, you know, why not? I'm gonna watch this primo. Anyways, Belle, just absolutely broken, still, in my opinion. There's a couple of changes. One, her reload speed, kind of like the same thing with Byron. Longest range brawler in the game. She has a fast reload speed. Byron is very fast, but that's still, why does she have a fast reload speed? She's a long range brawler and she has a lot of damage potential with her bounce shot. And the second nerf, one of these 3 things has to happen with her super. One, it has to have a max damage cap. This will help, prevent it from, like, melting the siege bot if she puts her super on the siege bot. 2, make a timer on it. That way you don't have the thing on forever until you die, especially in Showdown. That's absolutely frustrating when you get it in Showdown. Or 3, which is just nerf how much extra damage it deals. It does 35% now, but I think that should be, if you're going to nerf it to 25, maybe even 25%, or 25% again. 25 or 20%. Like, that's just, 35 is a lot. Like, she ends up dealing, like, 1,900 damage with the super on. That's crazy. Anyways, that's Belle. We'll hop into the final nerf. And we'll also put some honorable mentions in the nerfs as well. Okay, the final nerf I think needs to happen is Meg. I think Meg super is just not even fair. Like, if she doesn't get her super, she's obviously the worst brawler in the game. But her reload speed... Oh my god, really, Edgar? He had no shot. But, yeah, Meg... Once she gets that free super, it's like you're gonna be screwed over, like the gadget, and then also really good with gears. But yeah, I think Meg should get another nerf to her supercharge rate, or a nerf to this, like, her mecha in general. Maybe her automatic super in her mecha should not charge automatically. It should take like 8 shots with her attack to charge it, because it's just so whack how it automatically charges itself, and then it deals like 4,000 damage, especially with that damage gear. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Anyways, that's Meg. And the honorable mention we'll talk about right now is Fang. I don't really know how I feel about Fang, but once he gets that first super, he's so hard to deal with. So that's my honorable mention. Let's go into buffs. Alright, hopping in the first buff. Oh my, what is this map? The first buff, Mr. P. Mr. P is by far the worst brawler. Definitely bottom 5 without a doubt. But Mr. P has 2 problems. 1, he doesn't deal a lot of damage. 2, he gets absolutely destroyed by anything aggressive. So, well, how would I buff Mr. P? There's 2 ways. 1, you can make his handle with Care Star Power a permanent trait. By the way, this idea did come from Spen, because Spen's like my favorite Brawl Stars YouTuber. Maybe my favorite YouTuber in general. I think his content is so underrated. But yeah, that, or I saw a YouTube comment saying that Mr. P's like first shot should deal more damage than the second shot, and I totally am on board with that as well, because Mr. P is so bad right now. His supporters are so toxic, but without him, he is so bad. Alright, we'll hop into the next buff. Alright, hop into the next buff, and it's going to be Lou. Now, Lou is really good against tanks because he can just stun. The only problem with Lou is his shots are so hard to hit. Like, it's ridiculous how hard it is to hit Lou's shots. And obviously the best thing about him by far is his super. But if he doesn't get his super, he's just hard, because if there's no tanks in play, it's going to be hard to hit his shots. So there's either one thing. You can either make the shots bigger, easier to travel, projectile speed buff, Or just add a fourth one and maybe nerf the damage if it's a little too much, because it's so... Oh, no. Why did he have to jump on me? I don't get it. Anyways, Lou, it's just too hard to hit his shots. That's my biggest problem with Lou. Let's hop into the next buff. There's only going to be a couple more buffs, by the way. Alright, hop into the next buff. I think I'm going to get hate for this one because people probably are frustrated. It is Brock. Now, Brock, obviously, with that change, I just think that change was so just not right. Like, he should honestly be completely reworked back to what he was. But if they're not going to do that, you have to revert that recent nerf to his projectile speed and nerf something else, because it's just way too hard to hit his shots again. Obviously, when he got that changed, his shots were way too easy to hit. But now, God, really Spike and Leon had a team. But anyways, yeah, definitely need to revert that nerf to his projectile speed and buff or nerf something else, because it's just too hard to hit shots again. Anyways, we'll hop into, I believe, 2 more. Alright, the next buff, you might be a little surprised on this one, but the next buff, in my opinion, is Jackie. So, I have a couple problems with Jackie's. I feel like a lot of the tanks are better, like Daryl and especially. Primo can be actually pretty decent to counter Daryl, but Jackie I feel like is just not that great in the meta right now. And I feel like it's because of her damage nerf. She used to deal a lot of damage, but I feel like ever since her rework, she kind of got a damage nerf for no reason. I don't think she really needed a damage nerf out of anything. Like, I just think that was the wrong nerf to give to Jackie, and maybe just a health nerf, but then they completely reverted and nerfed that shield from her super, and I feel like she's just not that great. I think she needs that damage nerf reverted. She needs to deal more damage again, because it's obviously harder to get up to Jackie unless you get her super. But yeah, that's my buff for Jackie, and we got a rework for last brawler of the video. And then I'll actually talk about some gears and maybe some honorable mentions. Alright, last change is going to be... Oh, please don't put us all together, please. Oh, no. I wanted this one to be long, that way I could talk for a long time. I think I'm just going to restart if I don't. Okay, I killed everyone here. Anyways, it's Griff. So Griff needs a rework. I think that his first star power should be actually become a permanent trait, because I just think it's absolutely crap. Dang it, I should have killed that shell. Anyways, I'm just going to talk for a long time here with the loading screen on. But, Griff, right? Rework. I think his first star power should become a permanent trait, because it's just not fair that he has so much more burst attack. His attack feels slow, and his second star power is really bad. And then if you want to nerf something, the supercharge rate, he charges it so fast, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I feel like you definitely need to change so that the first star is like a permanent trait, because his first star, he's so bad without his first star power, it's ridiculous. But yeah, we'll sneak a couple of honorable mentions in there. The first honorable mention is Penny. I feel like Penny has a similar problem to Mr. P and Jesse, where her main attack, well, Jesse, the back then Jesse, not now Jesse, where every shot dealt the same. I feel like Penny has the same problem, because she really can't utilize her splash damage. I don't think it's because of how long it takes her turn. Her reload speed is also really slow, so I wouldn't be surprised if they buff that as well. But I feel like her main shot should deal a little more damage, and then the 3 that come out of the back should deal less damage than her main, because that's just not right. And we'll also talk about some gears. So the speed gear I still think is too broken. I think it needs another nerf. I believe it's 10, 15, and 20. I think it should be 5, 7.5, and 10. That's just my opinion, because it's just unbelievable how much faster you go. And the 2 gears that need buffs, the health gear, either needs to move, just heal you even if you're moving, or it needs to heal like 1,000, because there's never a point when you're stationary. The only brawler it somewhat works on is my favorite brawler, Nani, but even then it's still not even that great. And then the resistance gear, it's just not needed. There's not really many brawlers that could slow and stun that much. I think that gear should just completely be removed and replaced with something, but that's just my eye. Anyways, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and obviously comment down other changes. I mean, there's going to be a couple of nerfs I have in mind. I just didn't really put them on the honorable mentions, but buffs. I don't think there's too many cards that need a buff, or cards and brawlers, but I mean, there's a couple in my mind as well. Just comment them down below. I will respond on my Clash Royale. I won't respond on that series. Brawl Stars I will. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you guys stick around. I'll see you next time.